Long ago, in the fertile plains near the Jordan River, two cities stood tall and proud. Their names were Sodom and Gomorrah. Known for their wealth and grandeur, these cities were also infamous for something darker, their wickedness. People laughed, feasted, and lived as if tomorrow would never come. But tomorrow was coming all right, and it wasn't going to be pretty. What no one in Sodom and Gomorrah knew was that their days were numbered, and a divine reckoning was already on its way. One evening, as the sun dipped low and cast a golden glow over the plains, two strangers entered Sodom. They were no ordinary travelers. Their steps were purposeful, their faces calm, yet commanding. They had come on a mission unseen and unheard by the townsfolk who went about their usual chaos. But one man noticed them, Lot, a kind-hearted man who lived on the edge of the city. Unlike his neighbors, Lot was known for his hospitality and faith. Spotting the travelers, he hurried to greet them. "Come," he said, bowing slightly. "Rest at my house tonight." The visitors hesitated, but eventually agreed, knowing that Lot's house would offer refuge from the city's darkness. As night fell, the true nature of Sodom began to reveal itself. The townspeople, curious and malicious, had seen the strangers enter Lot's home. Fueled by greed and wickedness, a mob gathered outside Lot's door, demanding to harm the visitors. Lot locked his doors, but the mob wasn't giving up. "Bring out the strangers," they yelled, fists pounding on the door like they owned it. Lot, visibly shaking but determined to reason with them, opened the door just a crack. "Please, my friends, don't do this wicked thing," he pleaded. The crowd wasn't buying it. They shouted louder, pressing forward like an unstoppable wave. Lot was about to panic when, bam! A blinding flash of light exploded from behind him. The travelers weren't ordinary men. They were angels with powers that could shut down an angry mob in seconds. Suddenly, the mob froze, clutching their faces. "I can't see," one shouted. "Who turned off the lights?" another cried, stumbling into a barrel. The entire crowd was struck with blindness, bumping into one another like confused toddlers at bedtime. Inside the house, one angel turned to Lot. "We've got no time to waste," he said. "Round up your family and let's go. This city is to be destroyed." Lot didn't need to be told twice. He dashed to gather his wife and daughters, the urgency in the angel's words snapping him into action. Outside, the mob continued to stumble around aimlessly, but inside, Lot's family prepared for the most important escape of their lives. Lot didn't wait for any more confusion. Pulling his wife and daughters toward the door, the angels ushered them forward, urging them to move faster. As they hurried through the streets of Sodom, Lot glanced back, wondering if it was all just some strange dream. But the angels were clear. "Don't look back, Lot. Keep running." With every step, the air seemed to grow heavier. The ground beneath them trembled, and the faint sound of thunder rumbled in the distance. Lot knew what was coming. The city was about to meet its fiery end. As Lot and his family reached the outskirts of the city, they heard the unmistakable sound of destruction behind them. A mighty rumble shook the earth, followed by a loud, thunderous explosion. The sky seemed to crack open, and then a rain of fire and sulfur began to fall upon Sodom, turning the city into a fiery storm. The ground seemed to burn with anger, as if the earth itself were protesting the wickedness within the city. But Lot's family didn't look back. They kept running, hearts pounding in their chests. And then, amid all the chaos, something happened. Lot's wife, who had been holding tightly to his hand, turned around just for a second. She couldn't help herself. She looked back, her heart longing for the life she was leaving behind. And at that moment, she froze. Caught in a salty cloud, her body turned into a pillar of salt, a reminder of the consequence of disobedience and her longing for the past. Lot and his daughters couldn't believe their eyes. The angel spoke once more. "Keep moving, people. You're safe now. The past is gone." With heavy hearts, they kept their eyes forward, forever disowning their connections to the burning city behind them. There was no going back now. The only way was forward. And so Lot's family learned that sometimes, to move forward in life, We have to let go of the past, no matter how hard it is. The fire that consumed Sodom wasn't just about the city's sin, but about the importance of obeying and trusting in God's plan. It's easy to get stuck in what we know, but God has a brighter future ahead if we're willing to leave behind what we've outgrown. Remember, the journey forward is always better than looking back.